Have you ever tried to change who you are, what you do, and how you live? I think we all have. That's why many of us make New Year's resolutions and buy so many self-help books. There are countless podcasts to help make us better at being who we are. Yet, so often, all our attempts to change last only a little while and fail. How can we find lasting change? Real change that's permanent. Hey everyone, Duane here with your Minute Message for the week. So I take about 3 minutes or so to share some thoughts that I hope will be helpful to you in relating to Jesus and to life because, as I say each week, I've discovered that following Jesus will not only make your life better, but will also make you better life. I expect you'll discover that too. There's no question that who you spend time with influences who you are, how you talk, and what you value and act like. We've probably all had a friend or two who regularly said something that irritated us, only to find ourselves saying the very same thing. That's because who you spend time with shapes who you become. Let me say that again. Who you spend time with shapes who you become. There's an amazing story we find in the New Testament letter we know as the book of Acts. Two of Jesus' closest followers, named Peter and John, were arrested for teaching about Jesus. They were brought before the council of religious leaders and put on trial. This is where we get an insight into where we can discover real and lasting change in our lives. In chapter 4 and verse 13 we read, "The members of the council were amazed when they saw the boldness of Peter and John, for they could see that they were ordinary men with no special training in the scriptures. They also recognized them as men who had been with Jesus." When we first encounter Peter and John in the New Testament, just like the rest of Jesus' closest followers, they were self-focused and awkward in faith. What made the difference? What changed these men? Notice what was written. They recognized they had been with Jesus. After spending over 3 years with Jesus and being empowered by the Holy Spirit, they were transformed from who they had been into world changers. You become what you're consistently around. Time with Jesus leads to a life that looks like Jesus. Change has no quick fix. True and lasting change that even impacts us all the way to heaven is found in spending time with Jesus, allowing Him to teach us and fill us with His Holy Spirit, even change from harmful habits, anxiety, fear. All have their roots in our spiritual life and relationship with Jesus. So don't try to change on your own. Spend time with Jesus. Read His words and talk to Him. You'll find over time that He has shaped you and changed you into the best version of you that you can be. So don't try harder. Draw closer. The goal isn't fixing yourself. It's following Jesus. Thank you for watching today. If this encouraged or helped you, share it with someone who needs this reminder today. Until next time, I pray you have a very blessed week.